Hello and welcome to the Nicholas Sportsplex here in Mount Prospect, Illinois, as we have our third matchup here on the North Rink between the Connecticut Junior Rangers from the metropolitan area of the United States taking on Team Atlantic, representing, as you would guess correctly, the Atlantic region of Canada. Welcome into the broadcast. I am Luke Jordan. Joined by me shortly is Dylan Ward. He'll be taking over play-by-play duty once he makes his appearance back here. But for now, you're stuck with me. So Connecticut actually was the best USA team last year. They had some incredible victories. They beat the National Prospects 26-0, and they had another couple double-digit victories, and they had a total record of 9-1. Their only loss came in the championship game to the Lac St. who are also in this tournament once again this year. So we're on game number 3 here in this rink. Team Atlantic in the navy and teal as well as the gold, with Male Powers starting in net. And for the Rangers starting in net, Daniel Skobrev, as they're in their sort of replica New York Rangers outfits. The red shells on the pants, white socks, white jerseys, blue helmets. We're ready to go. As the Junior Rangers and Team Atlantic are just moments away from puck drop. Happy to be with you here. My name's Luke Jordan. Dylan Ward will be with us eventually, or so I hope. And we are underway. Mullen down the right side. Throws it towards the front of the net, and the speedy Rangers are already right at work. Shot from the point got tipped wide. Team Atlantic in their first appearance in this Continental Clash tournament. Couldn't find much about them. But for the Rangers, they go way back in the history books. 2019 and 2021 and 2022 Brick Invitational champions, as well as they won this tournament, the Continental Clash, in 2021. Now in the neutral zone, a nifty move by Carter Wood as he's over the blue line. Gets one on, it's tipped into the glass. And now Team Atlantic holds. Taken back by the Rangers once again. Tight angle down low. And good body contact placed by Team Atlantic as they clear the zone. Well, actually not. Here's number 8 with the fire. That is William Bergio. And Team Atlantic will clear. Dylan, welcome.
Thank you very much. This game started a little earlier than I thought.
Well, that's how they've all been, my friend. I think that'll be the case for every darn game. They're allowed to start 15 minutes early, I read. And they've just been doing that. They've been 15 minutes early on like both games that we've had start early.
Well, that is definitely good to know, but I am your play-by-play here for this one. Luke, thanks so much for filling in there while I was...
Hey, I'm warming up for my game later, you know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're 0-0, just 2 minutes in. Connecticut Junior Rangers, I'm sure, Luke, you touched on all the NHL alum that played for this club.
Actually, I have not yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, talk about Adam Clendenning of the Blue Jackets, Tyler Johnson, who plays right here in Chicago, but they might allow a goal here, but the save is made. That is Male Powers in net, or pardon me, Daniel Skobrev, as this shot hits the side of the net. But to keep going, Tyler Johnson, who plays right here in Chicago for the Blackhawks. Max Pacioretty, of course, longtime Montreal Canadian, Vegas Golden Knight, and now with the Carolina Hurricanes. Brett Pesce of the Hurricanes as well, and Trevor Zegras out of the Ducks, big star in the NHL.
That's a big one.
Played for this Connecticut Junior Rangers team at one point or another. As now, Team Atlantic through neutral ice. Nice speed there by Laurent Badger, but it's taken back and sent back outside the zone. FHA on their jerseys. Team Atlantic will come over the line down the left wing side. This is Landon Groom. What a move and what a goal! Landon Groom does it all by himself, and it's Team Atlantic striking first.
Well, I'm sure we'll see that one in a highlight reel if there's one from this tournament. My goodness, I mean, not much that Daniel Skobrev can do there, as he tries to contest the puck way too early, and then he stuck frozen on the near post, and all that Landon Groom has to do is tap it in. He does that just so pretty fashionably. What an unreal goal to get things started, and this is a Connecticut team that lost just one game last year. That was the championship. They were undefeated in pool play. Well, this is a shaky start for the Junior Rangers. A new class of kids are in, and Team Atlantic making a statement early.
They were the #1 American team last year, back when it was the 2 USA and Canadian divisions. Now, all the teams here at this tournament are in one big league. Each team will play 6 games against teams outside of their country. And I don't say USA plays Canada and Canada plays USA, because we've got a European team here. What is it, Slovakia?
Slovakia Kings.
Yeah.
We'll get to see them later tonight.
Yeah, good luck with those names. I should be saying that to myself.
You should.
As now here come the Rangers. This shot in and out of the glove of the goaltender, Mayel Powers. Female goaltender, it appears.
I believe so. That's pretty cool. You got the female goaltender Powers on Team Atlantic, and then a female skater for the Connecticut Junior Rangers, number 18, Hannah Burr.
And now here comes Atlantic. That looked close to offsides, but not called. Now Connecticut will break it up. Doesn't matter anyway. Here comes Dennis Labieto. Taken back by Atlantic. Here they come through neutral ice. Liam Mitchell over the line, left wing side. Looked to backhand sauce it over to the right wing, but nobody there to find it except for a Ranger. Labieto got it to the near side for Wyatt Workman, who dumped it into the zone. Now taken back by Atlantic. Over the line they come. Here's Griffin. Where's number 16, the highest jersey number out of any skater on this team. And that shot wouldn't go. 9:23 to go in period number 1. Landon Groom's unassisted goal, the lone tally here this morning.
You know, just noticing from what I've seen so far, I mean, Team Atlantic has a couple guys who can just skate. I mean, they got to use them to the absolute max, get him in, you know, chances where he can skate up the ice easily, gain acceleration through the zone. Honestly, I get called crazy for this sometimes, but I think it's okay to have your faster skaters that are forwards play defense sometimes. It can be, you know, it can fool the other team. And all of a sudden,
do you mean literally in the defensive position?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is an odd take, but it is one of my weird takes as a hockey analyst per se. But, I mean, you got speed on, you got a couple guys who can really skate on this team. And you don't, I'm not saying you have to put them at defense, but get them involved.
Still first period, still early on in this one. Just getting started here between the Connecticut Junior Rangers and Team Atlantic. Junior Rangers coming from Stamford, Connecticut, 800 miles away from here in Mount Prospect. Atlantic now, Groom, who scored the goal, looks to add another, but he gets taken down. Maybe he fell on his own. No call is made. Now a centering pass and a shot taken by Groom once again. That one was stopped by Skobrev. Now the other way, Connecticut. That one stopped by Powers. And now the Rangers are offsides as Hannah Burr entered the zone. And we get a whistle. Neutral zone draw coming up here. Dylan Ward and Luke Jordan with you.
That's a great save by Powers. She able to get into the butterfly in time. That's something that we haven't seen most goaltenders be able to do when teams try to sneak at 5-hole. or most goalies per se, pardon me.
Now this one given up in the high slot. Settled down by the Rangers. Here's Brogan. Got it to the left side. Now on net. Stopped by Powers.
Ooh.
And then she gets a little bit into it with some of the guys.
A little bit of snow. She didn't like it.
.7:48 to go in the first. A little tip-talk on the speakers here. Talking about the music guy. You've worked with him there, Luke.
Yep, I've worked countless games with him. He always knows what to play. He'll have it right on. He's got a giant soundboard, and he has like categories for this.
Love
like,
it.
For a fight. Bad boys, like stuff like that. He's great at it.
Classic. Now Atlantic looks to rush ahead. Here's a chance. Arsenal put it off the pads, and not there to collect the rebound was the other guy on his team. Now the Rangers are looking to get this one out. Out to neutral ice it goes. This one picked up by Brogan. Cal Brogan all the way down to the goal line and centering pass. That one just tipped wide by Tim Mullen. Now Rangers get it back again. Here's a shot. That one sails high. Going under the Metropolitan name on the back of the jerseys. The Rangers are. Doesn't take a genius to figure out they're mirroring the New York Rangers of the National Hockey League.
Yep.
Very close to Connecticut. And now without the Hartford Whalers, maybe the closest NHL team. I guess the Islanders would probably be tied for that. Maybe the Devils as well. Now Atlantic the other way, takes a shot. That one's top shelf. They score, and it's 2-0. Xavier Landry. What a release.
I mean, you put the puck up there every time at this level, you're going to have the goalie beat 9 times out of 10. And Skobrev playing a little bit into his net leaves that too open as an option. And boy, oh boy, this is not what I expected. Looking into last year, seeing how dominant this Connecticut team was. But like I mentioned, you're moving on from the 2012s of last year to the 2013s of this year. So it's an entirely new class of kids. And Team Atlantic is bringing a real gem to watch here so far.
2 goals on 4 shots on target. The Rangers leading shots 6-4 in spite of trailing 0-2. And now here come the Rangers. Down in the attacking zone for them. Below the goal line, Team Atlantic will look to get it out. As this one bounces on its way to the net, scramble play, the goalie makes a save, and she knocks it out of there. Now Team Atlantic the other direction. Jack Baxter centered it. Right there was Riker Griffin, but he couldn't get a clean shot off. Now behind the net, they've got it. Look to center it. That one off the knees of Hannah Burr of the Rangers. Another connection to the Junior Rangers. Our engineer today, Anthony Lund, is from the East Coast. He's worked a lot, I would have to imagine, with this Rangers team. Now Atlantic into the zone. Here is Landon Groom. He's got a goal today already. Rangers get it back in their own zone. Pass slides over to the far side, but picked up by Atlantic. Here's Laurent Badger behind the net with it. Badger looking over his options. Look to get it up high for McNaughton, but that pass interrupted by a stick. Team Atlantic, the designated home team for this one, so they will have the last change. Already up 2-0. Bit of a lull in the action here as we wait for another high danger scoring opportunity with 3.5 to go in the first. Now this puck into the zone, taken away by Atlantic. Xavier Landry. Now it's ahead. Laurent Badger. Puck taken away by the Rangers. Back by Atlantic, behind the net, look to set something up. This pass goes way up high, stays in the attacking zone. As Hansen can't hang on to it. Here come the Rangers, a 2-on-1 with the puck is Brogan. He shoots and scores! A bottle popper, and the Rangers are on the board.
Whew. Ever heard of the term wicked wrister? That thing went off his stick and into the back netting in no time, and it maybe even put a dent into the poor water bottle of Mile Powers, and that'll spark some momentum back in your team with a nice snipe like that.
Luke,
Brogan.
I was channeling my inner you with the bottle popper line, which one of your calls that sticks out to me from over the years right here at this facility.
Yeah, right on that rink over there.
Yep, the center rink.
Yeah, I skated in the spring with Zach Dawson. He was the prep guy who made that. He scored that goal.
And he had a 2-goal game in that one,
yes,
if I recall. Yep.
I'm good buddies with him, and every time I walk into that locker room, he goes, "Bottle popper!"
Love it.
Yeah, he loves the call. He's like, "I've watched it so many times, you don't even know." It's like his life highlight.
That's awesome.
Sometimes you don't realize the impact you're doing on people by broadcasting, you know?
Yeah, well, we've got a 2-on-1 here. Give and go. Here's a shot and a save made by Skobrev. You know, it's an interesting dynamic, Luke, broadcasting, because sometimes you have an audience in the likes of a few hundred people, but they're not in front of you. And it's not like a public speaking thing. Like, I don't know how many people are tuned in right now, but I've broadcasted games where there were 500 people tuned in live at certain points, and it just does not feel like you're talking to an audience of 500 people.
No.
Actually, 500 screens. So that makes you wonder how many people there are. It's like, if only in my public speaking classes I could just pretend like I'm broadcasting.
Yeah.
And there will be a penalty here as the Rangers tripped up on delayed call. Landon Groom will be the guilty party. Actually, they'll call a hook instead of a trip. Either way, 2 in the box. And a power play coming up for the Rangers.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Connecticut to tie this game up. Obviously, they haven't really, they have skaters, they have speed, but I haven't really seen them set up anything even strength. So maybe on the power play they get more time and they get an opportunity to really set up their offense. But it's really just been a lot of rushing in, trying to get on-man rushes and then quick shots. And it has worked once. They're out shooting them 8-5 right now.
Still just getting started here. We're not through with the first period yet. The Team Atlantic will get a clear down, and the Rangers will reset with 1 minute to play in period number 1.
What a quick period it's been.
Not a lot of whistles at all. Now a drop-off pass. Here's a shot. That one wide of the net. Rebound. They try and poke it off the goalie. Another save made by the goaltender, Mael Powers. Now down below the goal line. Team Atlantic will pick it up and skate out with it, clear it all the way down. This power play will carry over into the second period if the Rangers cannot find a goal before the buzzer sounds. Now this is Picone, taken away by Atlantic. They will clear it. 10 to go in the period.
This has been a great kill so far by Team Atlantic. They're not letting Connecticut have any breathing room whatsoever.
The clock continues to drip away, and there you go. 1 period in the books, 15 down, 30 to go. And it is Team Atlantic with the 2-1 lead after scoring the first 2. The Rangers got on the board to make it 2-1, and well, that's where we stand here after 1.
Great period. Team Atlantic really shocked me as a team who's never been in this tournament before. Didn't know what to expect from them. The teams that are brand new to this tournament, we've already seen. This is our 4th team that we're seeing that is brand new to this tournament. They are some good hockey players. I mean, they're giving USA's best team from last year, best organization, a losing opportunity right now. I mean, it's crazy to think that. Penalty kill's been great.
2 goals on 5 shots. We have goals from Landon Groom and Xavier Landry on the side of Team Atlantic, and Cal Brogan for the Rangers. Again, these are not elimination games by any means. Each team has 6 guaranteed games before the playoff portion or knockout round of this tournament, which will start with the round of 16 as opposed to just a championship final game like last year. But there is still 27 seconds to kill on this penalty.
Yes.
The Rangers will probably come out firing knowing they have the last change, or the long change here in the second period.
Also, real quick, I would like to say we've had some pretty close games all day so far. So the ones that have been completed, so we called Southeast Elite Spartans Alberta. Spartans Alberta won that one 4-3. Then we saw ESH beat Boston 5-2. BC Bulldogs beat the Young Kings 3-2. And the games that are in progress right now are all either tied or 1-goal games. So I think we're seeing a lot more parity from last year.
As the puck falls on period number 2. Shorthanded immediately. Now that puck's taken away by the Rangers. Only 7 to go before we're back to 5-on-5. Can the Rangers find a power play goal here in this short time? They will clear it, but not out. Power play is over now, and we're back to 5-on-5.
I mean, this is really the first time we've seen this power play unit set up, and now it's at even strength.
Yeah, right. Now the Rangers look to make something happen. A parallel shot to the goal line. That one would not go. Now it's picked up again by Team Atlantic. Here they come through neutral ice. Team Atlantic. Takes the puck, dangles. Right wing, now right circle. Down below the goal line it goes. Back to the right corner. And the puck taken away by the Rangers. Interception by Atlantic as they continue to press in the attacking zone. They'll send it to the other side, but nobody there for Atlantic. It'll be grabbed by the Rangers instead. Now to neutral ice now. The Rangers, Atlantic, Porter Dixon will take it. Now give away as the Rangers enter the zone offsides. 13 to go in the second. It is Team Atlantic up 2-1. Another Canadian team in the lead. So far, at least on this rink, Luke, we've seen the Canadians go 2-0 at this point.
Yeah, might be 3-0 if this stays on pace.
Neutral zone face-off is taken ultimately by Team Atlantic. Xavier Mallet off the near boards. And Atlantic catches up to the puck. A drop-off play. Here is Sam McPherson. Besides maybe the first minute, I'd say this period so far has been all Team Atlantic.
Yeah, for sure. In that first minute, just about nearly being entirely Junior Ranger power play time.
Atlantic only leading shots 1-0 though in this period.
Yes.
Now they have a odd man rush here. Diving to get that one out of there though were the Rangers. And the puck will be collected on the near side half boards. Picked up centering pass, and this chance is fanned on. It'll be taken back by the Rangers instead. Connecticut will dump it down. Atlantic takes it back below their own net.
There's another, I was just about to mention about these corners having very awkward bounces. There's another one. Wherever there's a door, and this just isn't this rink, wherever there's a door, you got to watch for those. You got to be alert for any sort of weird hop, because it can really cost you.
And that's one where it's just so different rink to rink, where the door is to the Zamboni, or where the doors just to enter the ice are.
And in general, the ice is typically at its worst by the Zamboni doors as well.
Yeah, right. This will be an icing by Connecticut, or pardon me, by Atlantic, so the faceoff will be in the Rangers attacking zone. Dylan Ward here on the call, joined by Luke Jordan. Here in our third game of the day here on the North Rink. We'll be with you all day long here for Continental Clash action.
I am off for a little bit, but I'll be back after this game at 3. Close out the night.
Oh, is the next one my solo game?
I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, we each have a solo game in there, so we each get a break, which I don't mind at all.
Nice little 2-hour lunch coming in for me. I'm hungry, if you can't tell.
So am I. Did you eat breakfast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Ooh.
As this shot whistles high. Anthony, did you eat breakfast? Our producer? No. Okay. That's a bold choice.
Not a breakfast guy.
And you know, some people just aren't.
Yeah.
I've known lots of people in my time to skip breakfast. I remember when I was in high school, I had a little stint there of no breakfast.
Well, I know all these skaters out there definitely had breakfast. You need some fuel before you play.
No doubt about that. Big Fish Ice House is the name of the restaurant here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. It has not been opened yet, which concerns me. I was thinking maybe a little snackage, but they've got some other plans. 10 to go here in the second period. We're playing 15-minute periods. Atlantic pressing in the attacking zone in the slot. Here's a shot, gets it off, and the pad save is made by the goaltender. Team Atlantic continues to press here. Shots on goal 2-1 in favor of Atlantic in period number 2. Now they have a chance again. Here's a shot. That one deflects home. Right in front of the blue paint was Landon Groom, who got a touch on it, and it's his second goal of this game. 3-1.
Well, I was talking about in the last game how it's always fun to watch the stats, see who is at the top of the leaderboard. I'm having a sense that Landon Groom is a stud, and you might see him on the top 5, top 3 for quite a while.
All right, we are back underway. The 2-goal lead has been restored on Landon Groom's second goal of the game, second goal of the tournament, of course. Caden McDonald with an assist. That is his second assist of the game. And Laurent Badger with the secondary apple. Atlantic doesn't look to take their foot off the gas anytime soon, but it will be cleared out. Deflected, so no icing. Catching up to it for the Rangers is Wyatt Workman. Behind the net. He tried it, and it didn't quite work out. Now here comes Atlantic, maybe a 3-on-2 here. With the puck is Jack Baxter. He will take a shot. That one stopped by the goaltender. FHA on their jerseys. Any insight as to what that stands for, Luke? I'm not too sure.
No idea. I got the opportunity to talk to Connecticut's coach, but when I tried to reach the Team Atlantic.
Here's another chance. This one in close. Stopped by the goaltender. Now Atlantic with another bid. Here's a nice nifty move up high by Owen Arsenault. And the stop is made. 9:36 to go, period number 2.
But anyway, when I was trying to talk to Team Atlantic's coach, I walked over to the players. I said, "Where's your coach at?" And they point towards the bench. I was like, well, don't think I'm going to bother them.
Yeah, maybe not.
But I did ask him, there's this one name that I didn't understand. I was like, you know how to pronounce this one, guys? And they gave me a good pronunciation. So.
And which one was it?
Emmett Boutiet.
Boutiet.
Yes.
Good to know. I don't think I've said that name yet. I would know if I've attempted to. And off the rebound, backhand chance. Wouldn't go. Connecticut pressing for a goal to get back within 1. In the attacking zone in the slot, it comes free, and now Atlantic is the team that rushes the other way. Owen Arsenault slides it to the left wing side, but nobody there to punch it home. Here's a shot from the top of the left circle. That one wouldn't make its way to the net. And now it's taken at the left side circle. And it'll be rushed up ahead by the Rangers. Here's a shot. That one blocked. And he gets his own rebound and scores! How do you do? That was pretty neat. Liam Chicharella. Or Chichirchia. Sorry about that. It's 3-2.
I couldn't even get the coach to pronounce that one for me.
And that was sort of on his first look, that wouldn't go. That really looked like a Connor Bedard type release. It was so quick on the toe drag, and then he got his own rebound and had no problem. We've got a 1-goal game once again.
Yeah, it's a great job by Liam. He just doesn't give up on the play. And sometimes when you just throw the puck at the net, you never know what's going to happen. Great keep there in the neutral zone there by Owen Wyson. That could have been deadly.
Still so much time to go in this one. 7:55 of the second period still on the clock. Now this one thrown behind the goal line it goes. And right in front they have a chance. But that one held on to by FHA. Now here they come over the line. Centering pass. Now here's a shot. That one off the stick of Liam Mitchell, who has an assist already. Looking to add a goal, but not on that look. Halfway through regulation time. A high-scoring affair here in Mount Prospect, Illinois, as Team Atlantic holds a 3-2 lead over Connecticut. Centering pass. Here's a slot shot. That one handled easily by Daniel Skobrev. Now here come the Rangers the other direction. Here's a shot. Nice release there off the stick, but was stopped. I believe that was Cal Brogan with the shot, who already has a goal in this one. Now Team Atlantic over the line themselves. McPherson shoots. They score! I might have to bust out my old physics textbook, Luke, because I'm not quite sure how that one went in. But the 2-goal lead has been restored.
Took a bounce like this, took a bounce like that, bounced somewhere over the goal line. Well, all I could tell you was a nice bar down snipe there, and somehow it like spun off, hit the right post, and then went in.
Something like that.
Such a wacky bounce on such a great shot, and Team Atlantic 4 goals just past halfway into this game. The most goals scored by a team so far today is 6. They're on pace to break it.
So Sam McPherson gets the goal. It's his first point of the game. Emmett, what do we call that? Boutiet got a secondary assist, but how about Landon Groom getting the primary assist to make it a 3-point game with plenty of time to go? 2 goals and an assist.
There you go. Now you got the first pronunciation out of your way.
There you go.
You're set now.
Boutiet. That's a fun one.
It is.
6:15 to go in the second period. Already 6 goals on the scoreboard. Puck falls, and it's won by Connecticut. The Rangers looking to get something cooking here after trailing by 2 goals on 2 separate occasions, getting back within 1 on both of them. And now for a third time, they'll look to do the same. We'll be with you all day, all week long. It's only Tuesday, folks. This tournament is a Tuesday to Sunday affair, with the only 2 games on Sunday being the third place game and the championship game. All the rest of the teams, their fate will be ended on Saturday. We'll see who can make it this far. Out of the 3 teams, well actually 3 games, out of the 6 teams we've seen so far, if you had to pick a favorite out of those 6, just based on what we've seen alone, who do you like?
Oh, that is a tough question. I love that question because it is tough, but it's going to give me...
I gotta say, the selects look pretty good last game.
I think I'm going to say selects for now, but...
I really like... As this shot scores! Oh, an Arsenal one-timer on the right wing, 5-2.
You could put little targets in every corner for this Team Atlantic team, and they would have all sniped them all by now. That's a bottom left, nearly posted in shot. And, you know, I'm not going to say Skobrev's in perfect position, but even if he was, that is such a great shot. And just like that, it is 5-2. Once again, Connecticut lost 1 game last year.
Xavier Landry with his second point getting an assist, so he now has a goal and an assist, as well as Xavier Mallet. 2 Xaviers getting assists on that goal, and scoring at Owen Arsenal his first point. So now you got 9 different skaters on Team Atlantic with at least a point, just barely halfway through the game.
2 unique ways to spell Xavier. One with an X, one with a Z.
As now Team Atlantic looks for another. Down the left wing, here is Jack Baxter.
Bounty. Yeah, that's a check from behind there on Baxter. And that all starts with the defensive approach from Carter Wood. He lays 2 stick checks down in the defensive zone, starts to skate out with it, pumps on the brakes a little bit, and he gets rear-ended. Kind of reminded me of like a slight car crash where the car in front of you just brakes and the other guy doesn't pay attention, and all of a sudden, bang. All of a sudden, man advantage for Connecticut, and boy, is it needed.
I hate to say I have some experience in what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Is this one sent down? And a much-needed power play for the Connecticut Junior Rangers, who look to dig themselves out of a 3-goal deficit. More than enough time to make it happen, but got to get going soon, especially at the rate this Team Atlantic is scoring goals. You have to think that they're not done scoring, so
yeah,
Junior Rangers, I got to get going here.
If they get 2 more goals in this period, we would have no ice make.
Right.
It'd be mercy rule, which is running clock.
If any of these games have a 5-goal differential all the way up to and including the final, we will have a running clock in the third period unless the goal differential is restored to 3 or fewer. And like you said, Luke, that the running clock doesn't apply until the third period, but if there's a 5-goal differential at the end of 2, then they skip the ice cut.
Yep. I don't think that's happened yet in any game.
Not that we've done.
And not that we've seen on the scores. I mean, 6-2 is the most lopsided score of the day.
Maybe it was 6-1.
I guess.
Before, but you don't know.
That was North Star Elite from USA beating Metrics from Ottawa, by the way. Delayed offsides here on Connecticut.
And one of their guys doesn't realize it, so they will blow the whistle on the offsides call.
That should
and we'll
go,
see where they drop the puck.
yeah.
Looks like all the way back down to the Team Atlantic attacking zone. Or not.
I mean, typically they should, but...
I thought the ref was pointing down there.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll drop the puck in neutral ice instead. The faceoff is won cleanly by Connecticut. Someone lost their stick. He'll grab it, and Rangers come over the line. Here's one of the goal scorers, Cicercia. But that puck's taken away. They just can't get it outside the zone, and now it will be forced outside the zone. Partial break. Here comes Jack Baxter. He shoots, and that one just trickles wide. Pardon me, that was actually Laurent Badger on the breakaway, not Baxter. 2.5 to go in period number 2. Here is Badger again. And this puck centered, nobody home. And it's grabbed by the Rangers. They'll flip it out to neutral ice. 2:10 left on the clock in the second period. Puck taken away by the Rangers. Here they come. Bentley Schuin takes a shot. That one deflects wide and behind the goal line, drawing some applause from the fans of Team Atlantic in the building. And by the way, Team Atlantic may be the best fan base I've seen so far in these 3 games we've done. Nice energy, really into every play. Oohs and ahs.
Tell you what, though, the horn of the selects. It's hard to fight that when it comes to decibels.
This guy ripped a horn off a boat and brought it into the barn every time his team scored a goal. Here's a look from the right circle. That shot attempt by Owen Arsenal, looking for his second goal of the game. That was awfully similar to the play he scored on earlier.
Yeah.
Couldn't beat the goaltender that time. 1:20 on the clock till we take an intermission, unless we get a 5-goal differential. As it stands right now, the Team Atlantic is up by 3. The puck falls, and the puck is possessed by Atlantic. Here's Riker Griffin. Gave it up, and it's taken away by the Rangers. They will help get it out. Here's a pass up to Cal Brogan. Already with a goal tonight, looking for another one. 1 minute in the period, as you heard over the loudspeaker here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Nice centering pass, then shot off the crossbar.
I thought that hit the back bar. The way it bounced out, I thought that hit the back bar, but that's why we got that official down there at the goal line.
Luke, I am right there with you. From where we're standing, I was about ready to call a goal, and then I just went off the referee's signal of no goal. That looked like it was in and out.
Did you really even hear the dink
No.
either? No.
Nope, not at all.
Wow. I mean, there is no argument from the Connecticut bench.
No, 0. Penalty coming.
I think it might just be offsides. Oh, no, you're right.
As Atlantic touches the puck, Rangers are headed to the power play. And here's why this is such a big power play. There's only 18 seconds left in the second period. Unless they could score a goal, it should be great for them. This power play is going to be played on a fresh sheet of ice.
That's true. People don't tend to think of the details like that. That's a good point that you make. It'll be smoother ice. You're able to make passes easier. The passes travel faster instead of get built up by the snowy friction.
I mean, it's all a moot point if they could score here, but I'm sure they'd rather take a 5-3 game into the period. 10 to go. As this one off the skates of one of the Rangers, Ethan Heeries. 1 second to go. Do they have enough time? They do not.
Landon Groom almost had his 3rd goal of the game after 2 periods.
So close, but no cigar for him. And that is how we stand after 30 minutes of play. It is Team Atlantic with the lead 5-2 over the Connecticut Junior Rangers. And there will indeed, Luke, be an ice cut here between the second and the third period. So we will step away from the mic for about 10 minutes time while the Zamboni takes care of business here at the North Rink of the Nicholas Sportsplex. And Dylan Ward and Luke Jordan here on the call. Will be right back in about 10 minutes time. Don't go anywhere. This is the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcasting Network.
Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com.
Fed up with the fluffy and cookie cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First, is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real-life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com. At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose a steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeatable and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can
Welcome back to the World Sports Broadcasting Network, or WSBN. Hope it's okay. YouTube or our website. We've got a good one, a high-scoring affair between Team Atlantic and the Connecticut Junior Rangers. After two periods, it is 5-2 for Team Atlantic, led by a 2-goal effort and an assist on that note by Landon Groom. 3 points for him, a goal and an assist for Xavier Landry, and 2 assists for Caden McDonald. All but 6 players on that team, skaters, have at least 1 point, so a nice, good depth effort. And Connecticut has shown that they're right in this thing. The shots on goal are 16-15 in favor of Atlantic, and if Connecticut can connect on some of these opportunities that they've had, they could be right in this game.
Yeah, and the performance of Mel Powers has to be, acknowledged for sure. She's been great. I think there was one, slight hiccup she's had in her performance so far, but other than that, she's been really locked in, and she's got a chance to just keep this 3-goal lead. Just keep doing your thing. You don't want to get, mentally screwed over by having this lead. You just got to keep playing the way you've been playing. You have a 3-goal lead for a reason, and that's a message to the whole team Atlantic. For Connecticut, they're the ones who need to change things up. They need to find a different way to approach things offensively, because right now, all they're doing is quick releases from, hash marks beyond. You got to get more chances in front. No question about it.
All right, third period time here in Mount Prospect, Illinois, a suburb just north of Chicago. Puck falls, Rangers take it. We are underway, 15 to go here in regulation time. It goes all the way down to the Rangers' end. It'll be picked up by Liam Syria, who has a goal for the Rangers in this game, one of their 2. Now this puck is picked up by Labiato. Don't forget, we do have that power play for the Rangers. We talked about them having a fresh sheet of ice for.
Yeah.
But already a minute 10 to go on that power play. Miscue by the goalie behind the net. And now it's picked up by Labiato. Team Atlantic gets it back deep. Liam Mitchell, who has an assist in this game, looking to do something shorthanded. Puck behind the net, loose, and it'll be found by Connecticut. This Connecticut Rangers team produces a lot of NHL talent. 5 notables currently playing in the NHL that once were on this junior Ranger team. I would say that the biggest name is probably Max Pacioretty, member of the Carolina Hurricanes, and of course, longtime Montreal Canadien and Vegas Golden Knight. Trevor Zegras as well, and of course, we're all Blackhawks fans here in this territory. Tyler Johnson once played for this junior Rangers team. And that could have been too many men. The referee immediately waved it off. I have no idea why that wasn't called.
Credit the coach's save for pulling his player back. I guess the refs are giving him a break for the effort.
Don't mind that. Now here's Xavier Landry, and we're going to get a penalty. It'll go against the Rangers. So after what could have been a too many men call against Atlantic, it'll be them going to the power play up 5-2.
And that's on Hannah Burr. Not what you want to have if you're Connecticut, of course. You got under 13 minutes now to score 3 goals. And you just made the task a lot more difficult. You're chopping off just about 2 minutes unless you can get a shorthanded goal here.
All right, well, let's see what this Team Atlantic power play can do. Faulty face-off. And we'll do it again. Face-off taken, only kill. They'll force it out of the zone. And now shorthanded, save, covering it up.
Once again, really great rebound control. Powers has been all game. But especially shorthanded, you do not want that voltage of energy taken out of your team. First or
shorthanded bid again. Another stoppage by the goaltender, Mayel Powers. So that's now 2 attacking zone faceoffs here for the Rangers on the penalty kill in the first 45 seconds of it.
And Young Guns from Canada and North Shore Hockey Development Academy here right in Illinois. Actually, there's some kids who play Reapers right at this rink. They're tied 4-4 in the second last time I checked.
Hello.
So that seems to be
him in his ear. Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So, from what it sounds like, this rink, the North rink, and the center rink both have in-person commentators, but all the games on the South rink, I wonder why they made it the South rink. I think I might have an idea.
You're really high up.
Well, it's not just that. There's no seats on the on the level of the ice. It's like a second story, And then on top of that, all the bleachers are like far back on the second story, so you just really can't see what's going on if you want to sit and watch the game. You have to kind of lean over the railing there if you want to see anything. Power play is over. Unsuccessful are Team Atlantic. Now a drop-off pass. Down the left side, here's a shot and a save. Juicy rebound, but it wouldn't be collected before it comes all the way outside the zone. Now the Metros into the zone again. Metropolitan, the region name on the back of their sweater that they're going by.
You could guess Team Atlantic's region pretty easily.
Yeah. Each team is representing an NHL division, too. Atlantic and Metropolitan.
Oh, yeah. Don't think you'll get many more matchups where you see that.
The Atlantic division has been the Eastern Conference representative in every Stanley Cup final since the Capitals in 2018.
Wow. Did not know that.
Whereas in the West, it's been sort of every other. So the Oilers from the Pacific, then the Avalanche from the Central. And the year before that, it was actually Montreal. And you know what? Because Montreal was in the Canadian division, that's another Atlantic team. So you could even say in the last 6 Stanley Cups, there's been an Atlantic division team in 7 of them, which is weird.
Delayed penalty coming here on Connecticut.
Whistle sounds, 9:19 to go in the third. And it's going to be another power play for Team Atlantic. Already up by 3.
It's Wyatt Workman who's headed to the box, and to be honest with you, is kind of behind the play. That's a second penalty on Connecticut. In this third period, you had the high sticking on Hannah Burr earlier. And we'll get the official ruling on it later.
All right, so 9:14 to go in the third. And let's see if Team Atlantic can cushion their lead.
Interference, the call on Wyatt Workman.
Xavier Mallett was an assist in this game. Now up ice, finds Badger. He tried a toe drag, couldn't get the shot off cleanly. And this will be played off the glass and out to neutral ice. Kellen McNaughton finds Xavier Landry at the blue line, nearly a breakaway. Now Landry has it behind the goal line. Xavier Landry centers it. Here's a chance. That one was stopped and deflected wide. Now picked up again. Here's a chance, and that one just couldn't bounce off the goaltender and in. Another look, and that one off the crossbar.
Now that one was for sure off the crossbar, unlike the one we saw earlier.
Yeah, that close to a 6. Here's another shot, and they score! Finding a hole, Owen Arsolt, his second of the game. 6-2 for Team Atlantic.
And they've now tied for the biggest lead of the day, which is 4 goals, at least of a final score that we know of. And we'll have a goaltender's change for the Rangers. Skobrev goes out, and Richie Brockmeyer enters the game. Meanwhile, Male Power still dominant on the other side, stopping 15 out of 17. And I believe, well, yeah, she let in 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Nothing yet here in the third. And the first goal of the period comes from Owen Arsenal.
Now Team Atlantic looking for that running clock. Dylan Ward and Luke Jordan here. We thank all 174 of you watching from home, as we just got that number for the first time. And hey, I mean, it makes sense to me. These teams are from far away from here. Not many options if you're not in the barn. And if this is available, why the heck would you use Live Barn?
Very true.
And now Atlantic might have another chance. This one down in the corner, far side. Rangers can't clear it yet. And now finally it does get out to neutral ice. A pass, touch pass between the legs. Wouldn't go, and now it's Jack Baxter for Team Atlantic. Scrum for the puck down in the left wing corner. Rangers defensive zone. Behind the net now, centering pass. Here's a shot, and Jack Baxter couldn't get all of that one. Now the Rangers get it out. Catching up to the puck here is Bentley Suchan, I should say. Now Bergio, where's the puck? It's loose right by the blue paint. They couldn't hack it home. Remember, big collision.
That's going to hurt. The door opened as he collided with the wall, so he just went into that little sliver of opening, and he went head first into the boards. That's going to knock the wind out of you. And, you know, there's no intent, but there was body contact. You could say that was a penalty. And I think you should assess a penalty for that.
You know, I didn't see it, Luke. I only heard it. You were quick to recognize. And he looks to be in a great deal of pain. Don't have a identification yet. Actually, now we can finally see that's Jack Baxter.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at the replay here in the booth. And, ooh, yes. You were exactly right on that, Luke.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he is okay.
Game one of this tournament, too.
Yeah. You know, I was looking at the stat leaders from last year, and I was just like, I scrolled down to eternity. Like, almost everybody played every game, so you don't want to. It'd be unfortunate to see Baxter miss out on action, especially when you're out of state at a tournament, doing something new, potentially in Chicago for the first time. For all we know, they're from Canada, and you just don't want to sit it out. All you want to do is be a part of the action. You want to be out there every shift if you had the stamina. So I feel for him and hope he's all right.
Not every team necessarily has a 20-man either, so.
Nope. Let's see.
Yes.
15 skaters for Team Atlantic, now down to 14.
Here's a shot, they score! And there's the 5-goal differential, Landon Groom's third of the game. Call it a hat trick as it's 7-2.
Landon Groom won in every single period. Doesn't matter the time of the game, and he's got his third of the game. I mean, there's no explanation for that. Landon Groom is just a pure goal scorer. And to start off in this way, it really gives you some confidence into the remaining games. I'm sure we'll see, as I mentioned earlier, Landon Groom up on the stats leaderboard as we progress through this tournament.
3 goals, 1 assist in this one. Also getting assists on that one, Laurent Badger and Xavier Mallet making a 2-point game for both of those guys. As now there are 6 players with a 2-point game on this Team Atlantic.
Wow. And, you know, it's just so crazy to think. Of course, look, I get it. New team, everything. But
one-timer, that one wouldn't go. Not sure if that hit the target or not. What a release, though.
Yeah, no question about it.
What were you saying there, Luke?
Wait, we might have a chance now. But, you know, Connecticut typically known for just being insane. I mean, you look all the way up to their 18U, or not even above 18U, you look to the United States Premier Hockey League. Their premier team won the national championship with a record of 49-3. Like, Connecticut all around is a great organization, but this class is just off to a shaky start. I mean, down 5 in their first game, and the one game they lost last year, they lost by 1. So it's just kind of a bizarre moment.
I think the coaching staff and maybe a handful of players that are returning are wondering what's so different about this one, as this slide pass just missed his man. 4:12 to go on the running clock, as we have a 5-goal differential.
I just feel like they don't possess the puck as much, and they just don't have that confidence. You know, they get a little bit shaky with the puck sometimes. I mean, look at Landon Groom. He's got 3 goals because he knows he can take it to the net. Connecticut's got to have that attitude. They keep fraining away from good scoring opportunities in the future.
Now Atlantic looking for number 8. Over the line they come. And now back up high. Here's a shot, tipped on its way, but off the pads of the goaltender. Richie Brockmeyer replaced Daniel Skobrev after the 5th goal allowed. Three minutes to play here in this one. Connecticut looking for something here. Here's a shot. That one whistles wide. Remember, you need to make it a 3-goal differential in order to get the stop clock back. Here's a pass over left side to the net. That one, nice left pad save made by Mael Powers. She's had a really good night for Team Atlantic, stopping the 17 of the 19 shots she has seen. Connecticut out of ideas. They'll just dump this one in, and it's taken away by Atlantic once again. Here's a nice pass, and here comes Jack Baxter, who's back on the ice after that tough collision. That was the injured player, number 9 in Navy, so good to see him back out there.
Yeah, good sight to see for sure. Atlantic back to 15 skaters.
2-minute warning here in Mount Prospect. Liam Mitchell, now Baxter to the near side. This puck will be taken by the opposing number 9, Joseph Zine.
That rhymed.
Now here's Ethan Heeries. Love when that happens. 100 seconds to go till it's official. Baxter, at the end of a long shift, will stay out there for his side. And now go back for a change. CJR on their shoulders, the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Again, in order to make the playoff portion of this tournament, you need to be among the top. Actually, I think, does everyone make the playoffs? Is this regular season just for seeding?
No, because 22 total, 16 make it, and there's consolations early in that morning, so you have to be among the top 16 to make it, I believe. That is a presumption, but I think it's accurate.
22 teams, only 6 are eliminated following these 6 league games.
Yes.
So a lot of room to bounce back, but at the end of the day, there are going to be 6 teams that don't.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you could be 2 and 4 and still make it. There's a small amount that won't make it through. And I think Connecticut can bounce back. They have talent. They just look gassed. I don't know what went into the preparation. They just... I saw a spurt at the start. They looked good at the start, and from there, they just don't have that same speed that they had. So you gotta recollect things, and that's gonna make things even tougher when it comes to the second game later today, where they will play Spartans Alberta.
So the defending champions of this tournament lose by 5 in their opening match. And it's Team Atlantic, the third Canadian team to win on this ice sheet here this morning. And they will start this one 1-0 with a win over the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Shocking?
A little bit, not knowing what Team Atlantic was about. I didn't know what to come in and expect into this game, and they exceeded my expectations for sure. So credits to them, credits to the offense. 29 shots, 7 goals. What did you say? 6 guys with a 2-point game.
Yep, 6 guys with a 2-point game.
Landon Groom with the hat trick, and also credit to Milo Powers, who stopped 17 to 19. That's nearly a 900 save percentage, something that only 2 goalies could accomplish last year. So she's off to a fiery start. The offense is clicking. That's the type of game you want as a first impression. And now Connecticut was trying to get off the ice. They did forget that the anthem part happens after. I don't think that was purposeful. I think they just forgot. First game of the tournament,
Yep. So we will have the national anthem of the winning team's country played. In this case, it'll be our third time hearing "O Canada," and the first 2 times we've heard 2 different renditions. Let's see if the DJ has something new in store once again. Here's "O Canada." Feeling we'll be hearing that song a lot this tournament, as the Canadian teams are 3-0 on this sheet of ice.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens the rest of the way, but this was a fun one, and not all 7-2 games are fun to broadcast, but I thought that this was an entertaining one, fast-paced, and that Team Atlantic has a lot of guys that can skate, a lot of guys that can shoot, make plays. I think that they're going to be a favorite going forward in this tournament.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, teams will see that on the score sheet and say, wow, this team is legit. Because it doesn't take a very knowledgeable brain to know that Connecticut is a very good organization, and that's quite the start for Team Atlantic. By the way, winning teams, let's hear a little bit more singing.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just letting it ride. No, you can hear a little bit of singing at the end, but let's get some emotion into it. Let's be like Edmonton. Let's be like Florida last night. I mean, come on. But,
absolutely.
Another great game, and I'm on break. You have a game left. Then I'm solo. You're on break, and then we'll be back for the rest of the night. Thanks for watching again.
Yeah, for sure. So for our 3-man crew here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena, Anthony Lunn, our producer, making all the camera cuts and making sure this game gets to your screen. That's Luke Jordan. I'm Dylan Ward. We'll see you as the weekend continues here in Mount Prospect, Illinois for the Continental Clash.